It's your girl T here, back with another Ttime Tuesday vidya. I know y'all are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's absolutely what we do. Our affirmation of the day is, I am fully healed. I am fully healed. We're healed. We're tea timers. We don't need to do anything else. We're perfect the way we are. I had a subscriber question, and it was, how do I make myself the priority when there's a third party? Affirmations don't work. And the only reason I'm posting this question on here is because she posted on my YouTube video, so I assume it's okay to go public with it because she made it public on my YouTube channel. And I want to get into that. So affirmations don't work. First of all, affirmations are a tool to remind you of what identity you're occupying. Meaning, if I say I'm rich, and I have a point where a bill comes in and I'm doubting my richness, I can use affirmations as a tool. I always have money. Money's easy for me. I always get everything I want. I can spend freely. Money comes to me like water, etc. It's a tool. Like if you're doing a test and you're studying, you use cue cards as a tool. But the cue cards don't make you ace the test. It's your consistency in memorizing the information that makes you ace the test. So when you're saying affirmations don't work, first of all, by saying they don't work, you are occupying a space where affirmations don't work for you. And secondly, the affirmations aren't going to work or not work for you. It's your belief in you being a priority and you being SP's number one choice that is going to work for you or not going to work for you, and who you identify yourself to be. Look at the other areas of your life. Do you identify yourself to be a priority, to be number one in other areas? Like what I found when I was manifesting an SP was that when I felt like not a priority in his life, I also felt like not a priority at work. I felt like not a priority with my family. I felt like not a priority in other areas of my life. Usually when we have this sort of ideology in our mind that we're last place, it typically will stem in other areas of our lives and be a running theme that you're always chosen last. You're always the backup. You're always the bench warmer. People only come to you when they need something, so on and so forth. The list can go on and on. But look in other areas of your life. Are you prioritizing yourself in all areas of life, not just SP? Do you set boundaries with people? Do you, let's say for work, for example, if you feel sick, do you call in sick and tell them you can't come? Or do you push your sickness aside and say, I'm going to show up anyways because I don't want to get in trouble? With working out, if you've made a fitness routine to get into a healthier shape, do you go and do that fitness routine every day, or do you make excuses why you're not going to do it and you'll do it tomorrow? That's putting yourself on the back burner. When you go into your SP category, are you checking social media? Are you looking at everything they're doing and applying a negative story to it? The negative story would be coming from an identity within yourself that you are not a priority. Making room for a third party indicates to me that you do not believe you're a priority. If you are going under the identity that I am first choice, I am always chosen, you don't have the need to check social media and things like that to curate your story for you, because you've now decided that you're in a reality where you are always number one pick, so there isn't any other options for him to pick from. You are his only choice. You are the only one he wants to be with. This is the same for work, the same for school, the same for everything. I think it's less about you picking a technique, you meaning everybody in the situation. It's less about you picking affirmation, scripting, what have you, as opposed to you wrapping your mind around the fact that everything that you see in your reality starts from you. So if you believe you're not a priority, people reflect that back to you. If you believe that you are an option as opposed to the only choice, people reflect that back to you. If you believe that other people are better than you, people reflect that back to you. If you believe that you are only chosen after 5 other people who are ahead of you, your reality will reflect that back to you. If you believe you're poor, your reality will show you that. If you believe you can't afford things, your reality will show you that. If you believe that you only deserve certain things, certain amounts of money, certain schools, certain treatments from others, your reality will show it back to you. So when you are doubting that something is going your way, or you are questioning why you're not prioritized in certain situations, Look into yourself. Do you feel like you're a priority? Do you think that you prioritize yourself? Do you look at yourself as number one in every area of your life? I can guarantee you with the utmost certainty that you do not. If you look at someone who prioritizes themselves, usually they will say no to things in their lives that don't serve them. A lot of us have trouble saying no. They will put themselves first in all situations, and some people will look at them and say they're selfish, but really they are just maintaining their priority of themselves in every environment. If you look at a person who prioritizes themselves, they have boundaries. You know the difference between that friend that says yes to everything and that other friend that has a crammed schedule, and they will let you know if they can make it to certain things, and they will let you know if they can do certain things, because it depends on what they want to do and what their schedule looks like. That is someone prioritizing themselves. A lot of the times when we are looking at being with an SP, we are not loving ourselves. We are not prioritizing ourselves. We're expecting the SP to come in and do that for us. If they show up, if they text me, if they tell me they love me, I'll feel good enough. I'll feel like I'm worthy. I'll feel like my life is better. I remember when I was manifesting my SP, I was like, my life would be so exciting if I got my SP. Then we could do this together. Why do I need an SP to do all those things with? I can do those things on my own, and they can join me when they decide to come in the version of them that I asked them to be. You need to remember that your SP is not the cure-all magic solution for the things that you feel are missing out of your life. You have to do a quick once over on yourself and decide, am I a priority? What do I want out of my life? What things do I want to see happen for my future moving forward? And if you can't even take a 5-minute assessment of yourself because you're afraid that you'll lose time manifesting your SP, right there, it's showing you that you are not the priority, that your SP or whatever other outside entity that you're trying to manifest trumps your wellness, your health, your stability, your peace, your prioritizing of yourself, etc. So my answer to this question is, if affirmations aren't working, if third parties are showing up, what is happening with you? Are you prioritizing yourself? Do you feel like you're the number one choice? Do you tell yourself on the daily that you're the number one choice if you don't feel you deserve that yet? Do you do things congruently to show yourself that you deserve to be treated well? Do you tell yourself all the time how great you are, how wonderful you are, how you love that you did that, how great that was, how that always shows up for you, are you focused on yourself is what I'm trying to ask you. Are you focused on yourself? Are you prioritizing yourself? Are you clear and concise with what it is that you deserve? And are you sticking to those guidelines for when you interact with the general public? The identity of who you are controls everything in your reality. So if you carry an identity of being last picked, not chosen, always trying to hope that your SP will show up, hope that the money will show up, hope that these things show up for you, that is what will happen. There will be hope, but you may not see the fruition of that in your 3D reality. Say with certainty who you are. When you first wake up in the morning, I am da 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 da. When you go to bed at night, I am da 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 da. In the middle, when you're going throughout the day and something shows up and it screws you over and you're like, ugh, I've been affirming for money and this shows up for me. I am rich. I am getting richer every day. It doesn't matter what I see. I am da 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 da. Remind yourself throughout the day who you've declared yourself to be. Because when you declare yourself as something, you are in the reality where that exists. So if I wake up first thing in the morning and I say, I'm my SP's wife, and then you go throughout the day and something pops up on Facebook to remind you about something of them, and you go check their page and you see them with a girl and you're like, oh my God, I'm not their wife. They love this person more than me. Why are they? And then you text them and you're like, how are you with another girl? Why are you with another girl? And they text you back like, leave me alone. What do you want about? We're not even together. You're spiraling yourself out of the I am SP's wife or husband, and you're putting yourself into a reality where you two are not together and you're just giving off stalker energy. No matter what you see, stick with who you declare yourself to be. You don't need to question it. You are who you say that you are. Go with whoever it is that you say you are for a week without veering, without doubting. Declare yourself who you are for a week and see what happens. I promise you, if you stay in the knowing of who you are for just a week, you will see things start to shift. But the majority of you will say a couple affirmations, spin out on something you see in 3D, which is an after effect, as we all know, of previous thoughts, beliefs, energy management, etc. So you are reacting to old garbage that you've put on the curb. You're going and taking the garbage out of the garbage can and dragging it back into your house and going through it and crying about the things that you threw out. Stay in the knowing of who you declare yourself to be every morning when you wake up. Go with it throughout the day. Reaffirm it before you go to bed, and you will see changes within 3 to 4 days. So again, if you don't feel like a priority with your SP and you don't feel like things are working, flip the script. I am always prioritized. Things are always working out for me. Just declaring those two things, no matter what you saw, no matter what was happening, declaring those two things for the next week, see what happens for you. See what transpires. I promise you, if you flip the thoughts that you're having and go with those said thoughts from an identity of being powerful, being chosen, being wanted, being the HBIC of your reality, you will see shifts. But when you're coming from an energy of neediness, of I need this to make me complete, I need this to make me feel like I'm chosen, you will get the energetic equivalent to that, which is neediness, people being chosen over you, things being prioritized over you, etc. Because you are looking for something outside of yourself to give you what it is you need. Give it to yourself and the world will mirror you. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Wednesday. Bye.